Horizon Zero Dawn topped every single one of my expectations, and it has conclusively become one of my favorite games of all time. It invites you into an encapsulating world the entire way through, but never dwells on its amazing world to temporarily solve one of its flaws. Everything from the mountains to the tiniest of animals is totally beautiful. The world delights me every time I look at it, and interesting conversations among characters, each with stellar, unique motivations for everything they do, come in plethoras. Exploration through lush, vibrant areas is very pleasant, and every time you revisit one area, it feels completely new based on your goals, outlook, and status. Every single fight I had could be approached in a new, unique way that makes you feel like you're really hunting and battling the unique and amazing machines modeled after real animals. For example, I could stay in the bushes crouching and hiding, then trick a machine into moving towards me. Then I would kill it by silent striking it. In another situation, I could sneak around and fire more powerful weapons to destroy multiple machines at once. Or I could also fire my bow in specific areas to knock bigger machines down. Each encounter was different, but never felt dull or unimportant. And I might be going on a limb here, but shouldn't unimportant just be called portent? Now, I know portent sounds weird, but we say possible instead of unimpossible. It's a double negative and it makes zero sense. Now, you probably don't care about this. You probably just want to hear about the game, but again, come on, English. Get yourself together. That's ridiculous. That makes zero sense. And it's not exactly the best way to do anything, really. But I digress. Whatever. I felt as if I was actually hunting these machines with an arsenal of creative weapons. As well as the combat and characters, mechanics are unique and fun to use throughout the entirety of the game. For example, health is gained as you connect unique medicinal plants and fill up your medicine pouch. You can slow down time and fire arrows by jumping while aiming, and you can also use your focus meter skills to snipe faraway enemies, giving tons of options for bow combat. And when you need more ammo for your weapons, use materials you've gained to craft them in the well-working weapon wheel. Attacking enemies without techniques is also possible with heavy spear attacks, which take long but do lots of damage. Critical hits when an enemy is down, and light attacks that knock armor off of the machines. Materials can be gained from any beast that you slay, which is very motivational to the combat. The climbing in this game is one downside, but the short durations and beautiful environments help. And by getting headshots on enemies, you'll gain extra EXP, making the combat even more rewarding. By using the futuristic focus, you'll also be able to examine data points scattered throughout the world. You can also move across gaps by balance walking, which works way better than balance walking in other games. And another great mechanic, similar to Breath of the Wild's towers, is climbing massive tall necks to override them and discover a new chunk of the map, which would have been previously shrouded in a mysterious fog. But after tall necks are taken over, brand new areas appear all throughout the beautiful, meticulously crafted world as you discover the horrific plans of your enemies. And speaking of, in terms of this game's story, you play as Aloy, who is a stoic female hunter raised by her father figure, Rost, closely to the Nora tribe of people. As you find your focus in a cavern as a girl and save a man from machines, you train to enter a competition and win for a wish or boon, which in your case is to know who exactly your mother was. But after entering and winning, a strange cult appears and kills everybody besides you, since you are saved by Ross at a sacrifice to his life. You come after the cult for the entirety of the game before some important events, which have a lot of spoilers, so if you care about that, skip to 18 minutes and 5 seconds, roughly, into the video to avoid them. There's a large amount of time spent in ancient caverns from 2030, in which the Faro Company created evil war robots, which destroyed the Earth, but not before a scientist named Elizabeth Sobek, who resembles Aloy a lot, created Gaia Prime, a holographic program that rebuilt the Earth with the Nora, Karja, and Oseram tribes. And now the strange cult called the Eclipse that attacked you wants to use a machine called Hades to access a tower called the Spire and broadcast a message all throughout the world to revive all the ancient machines and destroy the Earth once more. And when you're in one of those caverns, the Eclipse leader Helis takes you hostage and forces you to battle a ruthless machine called a behemoth.
Faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold! Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die! Let her be the first of thousands!
Once you have beaten the behemoth, a friend named Silence comes in with machines and helps to rescue you. And by the way, this game is obviously beautiful graphically, so yeah, that gets a 5 out of 5. And after all that, you enter the womb of the mountain, which, Horizon, if I'm being completely honest, that's kind of a dumb name. Like, how does a mountain have a womb? But again, I digress. And you find out everything that I basically just told you about the Faro Corporation in 2030. And after long preparations, you lay down to rest in this important scene.
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you? How did you, Rost, after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
You are awoken by soldiers in the town of Meridian to come to the battlefield with amazingly urgent music playing that eggs you on to go kick butt in the final battle.
First signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
As you see Helis attack with his massive army of machines, including Deathbringers, you go down to face him for the final time.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire! Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
Helis!
No! Rally the vanguard. We need those guns.
After fighting him off on the bridge, you choose what to do. And in one scenario, this is what happens.
You...
I am chosen. This was not meant to be.
You're done. Hades is next.
The buried shadow will save me. I cannot. Ah!
Then comes the true beginning of the final battle, as you jump from one barrier made of stone to another, avoiding attacks from machines and firing the Oseram cannons at the massive Deathbringers and the smaller machines, which come in armies that will attack you, making it a tense battle which does what many games can't, that being making it feel like a true ending to an amazing story and giving you closure on all the skills you've learned throughout, while still retaining a challenge, especially on harder difficulties. Every skill you've learned throughout the game and every material you have will need to be perfectly synchronized in order to clear this incredible battle. It is truly a test of all of your skill in the entire game. After feeling nearly defeated by the Deathbringers, you power through and battle the final boss, a massively powerful Deathbringers with many smaller enemies by its side, and a time limit, which makes sense since all of these machines are actually rising in the game world and are going to destroy the world if you don't act quickly. You purge Hades once and, hopefully, maybe for all, looking then upon a saved world. It truly makes you feel like a hunter who went from being an outcast from even the smallest of Nora to truly saving the world and being a hero in everybody's eyes. It's incredible.
Purging Extinction Protocol.
And everybody who skipped to this point to avoid spoilers, this is where you should stop. But out of all of this, out of everything I've said, what is the final score for Horizon Zero Dawn on the PlayStation 4, you might ask? 5 out of 5 masks. This game is incredible despite obnoxious loading times and some really annoying platform glitches. It's incredible, and you must finish this game. Horizon Zero Dawn, you deserve it. And Guerrilla and Sony, thank you for making this game. Thank you guys for watching as well. Be safe, everybody. Goodbye.